The Second Amendment grants you and I the right to keep and bear arms, right? Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Here's the backstory you're not being told. The Second Amendment does not give you the right to keep and bear arms, just as the First Amendment does not give you the right to freedom of speech, and the Fourth Amendment does not give you the right to privacy. In fact, the Constitution doesn't give anyone any rights at all. So why do people keep acting like certain rights are granted by particular paragraphs written on centuries-old parchment? In the Declaration of Independence, itself a piece of centuries-old parchment, Thomas Jefferson claimed that rights are inalienable, which means that the existence of rights are not contingent on government decrees or signed and stamped documents. Those who are completely focused on the Constitution as the source of rights are claiming that rights are granted by government. This simply isn't true. Our rights to life and liberty are simple and, as Jefferson said, self-evident. Just because there were laws during Jefferson's time allowing him to own other human beings doesn't mean that those slaves did not have a right to be free. If abolitionists at the time limited themselves to arguing for the recognition of a slave's right to liberty based solely on the Constitution, there would have been no progress. Instead, people like Harriet Tubman exercised their inherent right to liberty regardless of the current law. In 1849, Tubman successfully escaped slavery and was later instrumental in freeing hundreds of other slaves via the Underground Railroad. When people believe that rights are granted by government, then all it takes is for one law to be passed that says that Japanese Americans don't have the right to live in their own home, or that German Jews don't have the right to own businesses, or that Mormons in Missouri don't have the right to live at all. People are often too hung up on the myth that government grants rights, and that legislation dictates morality. People who think that slavery is wrong don't derive their sense of morality from the 13th Amendment. They don't say slavery is wrong because the 13th Amendment says so. We have the right to keep and bear arms because we own our own bodies. We have the natural right to defend our bodies from the aggression of others, and therefore we have the right to own the tools necessary to defend ourselves against harm. Gun rights activists need to stop arguing that they have the right to keep and bear arms because of the Second Amendment. Your rights are not dependent on legislation or parchment. You and I have them regardless. And that's the backstory. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with all of my videos, and also follow me on Facebook. All This with Aldis is the name of our page, and on Twitter at Aldis Talks. Thanks. Catch you later.